Use this brush by this brush. That is a tongue twister. We're gonna get started. I've already gotten started. Thanks to God. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, whatever your time zone is. Greetings and salutations. Thank you for clicking on this video and watching my content. If you would like to join the Lackman family, go on and hit that subscribe button, join the Lackman family. It's free, free of charge, you know, free 99. Once more, it is free 99. If you are a subscriber and you are returning to view my content, I thank you. I am very, very grateful for you. I thank you for returning to my channel. The look that we are going to go for today, or the look that I'm going to film today, is simply a halo eye, which consists of dark colors, dark purple colors. After completing my eyebrow shape, I went on to complete the application of my eyeshadow on one side of my face. So what we're going to do is continue the look together. Hopefully you are able to learn something from this video. If not necessarily learn something from this video, hopefully you are going to be inspired in some way. If you would like to see how I completed this look, continue to watch the video. I zoomed in my camera. Hopefully you are able to view or see my eyeshadow just a little bit closer. I'm going to take my blending brush from Sonia Kashuk and take my e.l.f. 100 Marble eyeshadow palette and take two brown colors, one light and one dark, tapping off the excess, of course, and I'm going to, in circular motions, warm up the crease of my eye. In circular motions and going back and forth, bringing the color downward. So I am next going to take this fluffier blending brush from Sonia Kashuk. Unfortunately, there are no numbers on the brush, and I'm just going to simply do the same thing in which I did with the first blending brush. I'm just going to blend it out a little more. So what this color is simply doing is preparing the crease for more color. So I'm adding depth to my crease. So once more, circular motions, also windshield wiper motions, bringing it downward. I would like to call this the inner corner of my eye, but this is the inner corner of my eye. So I'm not exactly sure what to call this at the moment. So I'm just going to take this inward, and once again, I'm adding depth to my crease. I'm going to take this eyeshadow quad from Almay. It's called 170 Individualist, and what I'm going to do is take this color, which is a little bit lighter or a little bit darker than the first two colors I ended up placing in my crease. Just a little bit, because we will be working with darker colors later. Tapping off the excess, doing the same process as before, taking this Sonia Kashuk brush, going back and forth, lightly blending it out. The next eyeshadow palette that I will be working with is the LA Color Cosmetics 12 color eyeshadow palette. What I am going to do is take this very, very dark color and place it in my crease as well. That would be the very last color that I will be placing in my crease as far as browns are concerned. I don't want to say the fun part or the very happy part, but I will say the most anticipated part of this eye look. I am going to use the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So what I'm going to simply do is use two colors to create what is seen on the left side. So I am going to take my Wet n Wild. I'm going to simply take my Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush that I have already used. I will be going into this color named Talk Derby to Me. I apologize if you are able to see any anything through this mirror, or if the light, my light setup is seen through this mirror and it is hurting anyone's eyes. So my apologies. I'll be going into this color Talk Derby to Me. This color will be going on, yes, this color will be going on 1/3 of my eye as well as 3/3 of my eye. As the tutorial progresses, hopefully you understand what I mean. Tapping off excess. I am going to slowly, not necessarily slowly, but add a little at a time. Not going into the outer corner over here, not going into that part too much. I'm going upward just a little bit, a little in my crease, because what I'm going to do with the purple is kind of blend it out in my crease just a little. This color is very dark as well, so even with me only adding a little, there's a lot of pigmentation. So I'm going to once more take this Sonia Kashuk blending brush, the brush that's a little bit more dense than the fluffier blending brush, and I'm just going to lightly blend out this color. Going into the crease just a little, I'm going to drag this color over into my crease area. This is what I like to call 3/3 of my eye, by the way. I'm going to take that same color with my Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush and add that color to 1/3 of my eye here, my eyelid rather. And once again, only adding a little. As you can see, there's a difference between the 1/3 part of my eyelid as well as the 3/3, you know, the 3/3 part of my eyelid. However, just stay with me for a second. I'm going to take that same Sonia Kashuk blending brush and blend out this color and go into my crease area just a little, and blend it out. So since there was a little bit of color taken out from this side as well as this side, I'm going to go back into the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette using the same color Talk Derby to Me, and I'm going to place that color on those areas using my finger. I believe that your finger can pick up so much pigment when it comes to eyeshadows, and or simply adding pigment back as I'm currently doing. So I'm going to blend this out just a little, not as much as we have done before, or not as much as I have done before, and there is that. Now I'm going to take my Eco Tools concealer brush and I'm going to use this brush for the center color of my eyeshadow look, the eyeshadow look for this tutorial. The reason I'm going to use this brush is simply because of how precise the bristles are. They're kind of tapered in a way, so it's a precise placement on the eyelid, and that's what I like. I'm going to use this color called Delectable and place this in the middle of my eyelid. Once again, I apologize for the mirror. So I'm going to tap off any excess as usual, and I'm only going to place it in the middle of my eyelid here. Only adding a little at a time, but I am still going back inside of the palette and adding a little more color, but just a little at a time. Going into my crease just a little. And I'm going to blend that out, going up toward my crease area and blending as well. That is the eye look. I am joking. I am joking. We still have to add the eyebrow highlight. We have to add the inner corner highlight. I'm joking. I'm joking. What I think I'm going to do is, here, let's see. I'm going to add a little bit more with my finger. And once more, blend it out just a little. Go toward my crease, inside of my crease just a little bit, and there I have it. What I'm now going to do is, besides wiping off my concealer brush on a rag for my eyebrow highlight, I'm going to use the Nicka K Cosmetics Perfection Highlighter. I would like to say this is an Inca. Yes, this is an Inca. And this is a nice gold. In my opinion, this could pass as a duplicate, whatever it is that they call it. This could definitely pass as a dupe for the for Trophy Wife, if applied correctly. I'm going to simply take this brush and ever so gently and precisely place this color on my brow bone, and using my Sonia Kashuk blending brush to blend it out just a little. Remember, this is a gold color, so I definitely want it to be seen somewhat. But I'm going to take, what color am I going? I'm going to take this color Luscious or Luscious here. Luscious or Luscious, and I'm going to place this color on the inner corner of my eye with my concealer brush from Eco Tools. It's a nice, I would like to call it, it could pass for a nice champagne color, a nice rose goldish champagne color. I'm going to take my blending brush and simply blend that out. I'm going to go back and forth and add back into my inner corner, add the color back into my inner corner, as well as take some away until I get this particular color to my liking. I'm now going to warm up my eyelash curler with my lighter and wave it around in the air so that it kind of cools off just a little, I am now going to curl my eyelashes. The first mascara that I will be using is the Multifunction. It is called Multifunction Mascara. Is this waterproof? Yes, it is waterproof or water resistant. The first mascara that I will be using is from Nicka K Cosmetics, and this is the Multifunction Waterproof Mascara. I will be using that on the top of my eyelashes. Excuse me. I will be using this mascara on the top and bottom of my eyelashes. The next mascara that I will be using is the Define and Lengthen Waterproof Mascara by Nicka K Cosmetics. I will be placing this mascara again on the top and bottom of my eyelashes. The last mascara that I will be using is the Wet n Wild Cosmetics Max Volume Hydro Fudge Waterproof Mascara, and this mascara will be going on the top of my eyelashes only. So moving on to the face, take the, I would like to call this the Orange Corrector. So the color corrector from LA Girl Cosmetics, I'm going to squeeze out a little on the back of my hand using the e.l.f. Cosmetics, I would like to say their big foundation brush. And I'm going to use that brush to place, you know, to place the application on my desired areas. Now I am simply blending out the orange corrector. If you hear a fan-like noise in the background, that is due to where I am currently filming, and that is in the basement. And that fan noise, simply put, is the heater circulating through the house. Next, I'm going to take the NYX Cosmetics, what is this? The Full Coverage Concealer in Porcelain, and I'm going to use that same e.l.f. foundation brush and place the foundation over top of the color corrector, simply to give this corrector a peach tint, because I like the peach tint, so I just, yeah. Using the Bare Minerals tapered face brush, I am going to set the concealed and or color corrected areas with the Ruby Kisses HD setting powder and banana. If I do not say the name of a specific product, I will definitely list all products in the description bar and or in the comment section should I forget something. I look like a powdered donut. I'm going to now add my foundation, and the foundation that I will be using is from Bare Minerals, which is their Bare Pro or the Bare Pro liquid foundation. I would like to say this number is in 23. Yes, number 23 cardamom. I use 4 different brushes to apply my foundation. You can call me extra, that's fine. That's just what I do. I am going to pump this on the back of my hand. 1 full pump, well, maybe 2 of them. 2 full pumps. Okay, so I am going to use, first and foremost, I am going to use the small stipple brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics, their studio brush line. And I'm just going to take this and stipple, as you can see, stippling on my hand. I'm going to stipple this on my face. I am now going to use the Bare Minerals Luxe Performance brush and use this brush like almost as though it's a stippling brush. Instead of stippling, I'm really pressing the foundation into my skin. Next, I am going to use the e.l.f. Cosmetics. I would like to say this is, what is this, another blush brush? I'm not exactly sure what brush this is, but I talked about this brush in one of my videos that I made some time ago, talking about my favorite e.l.f. brushes. And pretty much what this brush is, it's very dense. Does that make sense? It's very, very dense with its bristles. So what I'm going to do is kind of use this brush as a stippling brush as well. And I'm just going to press my foundation in. Last but definitely not least, I'm going to use this brush by Royal and Langnickel. This is their multi-purpose powder brush. And I'm just going to take this last brush to make sure that my foundation is how I would like it to be on my face. As you can see, I'm blending it using circular motions. Again, this is the last brush that I use to apply my foundation. Now I'm using my finger what I like to do is use my finger to press underneath my eyes, or simply to make sure that my foundation is where it needs to be in terms of my under eye area. So I simply just press down to finish that off. Now I'm going over to the other side and doing the exact same thing. And again, this is from 2 pumps. I'm going to actually need more, so simply stippling this all over my face. 3rd pump of foundation.
I'm just trying to fight the man. I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man.
Unfortunately, my camera went dead, so I put concealer on top of my foundation. I baked, I bronzed, highlighted, and concealed, as well as placed my false eyelashes. Or applied my false eyelashes. What I'm going to be doing as of now, I will be applying my blush, my lip color, cleaning up my lip color, as well as adding finishing touches to the look and finishing it off with a setting spray. The 2 blushes that I would like to use are Bare Minerals Ready blushes, being the Aphrodisiac, which is one of my most favorite blushes ever. This is one of my favorite blushes ever, the Aphrodisiac. I used to work for Bare Minerals, so that is one of the reasons why it looks this way versus being inside of the compact in which it would usually come in. However, I'm going to mix the Aphrodisiac right along with the Confession. Once again, these are the Ready blushes from Bare Minerals. I apply my blush with three different brushes. I will be using this brush first to apply my blush. I like to place my blush strategically in between my highlight and my contour, if you can see that in the middle. This is what I like to call Neapolitan ice cream. I like to think of my makeup that way. The highlight being the vanilla, the strawberry being my blush, and the chocolate being my contour. That's just the way that I like to do it. And I'm applying that on both sides, tapping off the excess. Once more, applying my blush in the middle of my contour and my highlight. Now I will take this brush. I have no idea what brand this is from, nor do I know. Oh, actually, excuse me, I do actually. I got this from Forever 21. I would like to say that this brush came from the Forever 21's Love and Beauty makeup line. What I like to do with this, since it's tapered, as you can see, it's a little slanted. Hopefully you're able to see that. What I like to do is just press in my blush. Press it in just a bit. For my third brush, I will be using the Eco Tools, I think it's the Precision blush brush. And what I like to do with that is just gently blend away. So if there are any harsh appearances, I can simply blend that away with my blush brush. So now, what I'm going to do, moving on, is using my NYX Above and Beyond concealer once more and applying a little bit of that onto my lips to prepare my lips for its color. I believe that when you apply concealer or some sort of base, it adheres a little better, as well as the color shows up more, or the color shows up more vibrantly. So I will be using two colors today. One from Isme New York Cosmetics, and this is going to be in Morgan, and from the NYX Liquid Suede Liquid Lipstick Collection in Subversive Socialite. Using the CYO Cosmetics Concealer Quad in medium dark, I'm going to now clean up my lip color, also using my Eco Tools concealer brush. For the finishing touches, of course. What I am going to do is use my LA Colors Cosmetics Black eyeliner pencil, and I am going to apply that to the bottom of my lash line and smudge it out. Now I'm going to apply the Nicka K multi-purpose or multi-function mascara onto the bottom of my eyelashes. Last but not least, I am going to use the Circa Beauty setting spray or setting mist. I'm going to use this to set my face. This is the finished look. If you have made it to the end of this video, first and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for your support. Secondly, comment hashtag the Lackland family to let me know that you've made it at the end of this video, as well as furthering your support for myself and or my channel. I hope that you were able to be inspired from this makeup look. If not necessarily inspired by the makeup look, you learned something. Even if you may not have learned anything, or you may not have been inspired, you know, you enjoy my content. Hopefully throughout this video or somewhere in the video I will post photos of this particular makeup look some time ago, whether that would be me on the runway or at work or whatever the case might be. I would like you to see this makeup look to its entirety, and or simply you know, with different foundations and different products, you know, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for your support. Hashtag the Lackland family, and until next time.